Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Big Pharma paid millions in secret settlements after antidepressants linked to mass murder. Major pharmaceutical companies have spent hundreds of millions of dollars covering up lawsuits over suicides and mass murders caused by popular antidepressants. By Rachel Blevins, March 12, 2018. Every time there are reports of a mass shooting, there are a number of people who automatically question whether the suspect had mental health issues or was taking prescription medications such as antidepressants. While history has shown that the most notorious mass shooters in this century were taking antidepressants or selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, before they carried out the deadly rampages, there are a number of killings that have been linked directly to the dangerous drugs. In fact, the pharmaceutical companies behind the most popular SSRIs have paid hundreds of millions of dollars in damages. Eli Lilly paid secret settlements to survivors after man on Prozac went on shooting rampage in 1989. Joseph T. Westbecker, 47, carried out a mass shooting in which he shot 20 workers at Standard Gravure Corp in Kentucky, in September 1989. 8 of the victims were fatally wounded, and Westbecker ended the rampage by shooting and killing himself. Just 1 month earlier, Westbecker had started taking the antidepressant Prozac, which included side effects such as obsession with suicide and dangerously violent behavior, according to an article in the American Journal of Psychiatry. When the survivors of the shooting filed a lawsuit against Eli Lilly arguing that it had known about the propensity of Prozac to cause violent outbursts and suicidal tendencies, the company convinced the victims to agree to secret settlements outside of court. GlaxoSmithKline paid $6.4 million to the family of a man who murdered 3 family members hours after taking Paxil in 1998. Donald Schell, 60, was prescribed the antidepressant Paxil to treat depression in Wyoming in February 1998. Within hours of taking the first dosage, he burst into a fit of rage and fatally shot his wife, Rita, their daughter, Deborah Tobin, and their 9-month-old granddaughter, Alyssa. Schell then shot and killed himself. His remaining family members filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the pharmaceutical company behind Paxil, and they were awarded $6.4 million based on the company's failure to sufficiently warn doctors and patients that the effects of the drug could include agitation and violence. GlaxoSmithKline also paid $3 million to the widow of a man who committed suicide after taking Paxil in 2010. Stuart Dolan, 57, was working as a corporate attorney in Illinois when he was prescribed the generic version of the antidepressant Paxil for depression and anxiety. While taking the drug, he committed suicide by jumping in front of a Chicago Transit Authority train. His widow, Wendy Dolan, filed a lawsuit against GlaxoSmithKline, arguing that the company failed to warn her husband's doctor that the drug he was being prescribed would increase his risk of suicidal behavior, which led to his death. This for me has not just been about the money. This has always been about awareness to a health issue, and the public has to be aware of this, Wendy Dolan told the Chicago Tribune after she was awarded $3 million in compensation. While the cases mentioned above are notable because they received significant media attention, there is still an overwhelming number of lawsuits that stemmed from cases in which pharmaceutical companies paid millions of dollars for failing to warn doctors that the antidepressants they were prescribing could drive patients to kill themselves and others. According to reports, the first lawsuit involving a Paxil suicide case went to trial in 2001, and since then, GlaxoSmithKline has paid more than $390 million in settlements or verdicts for Paxil-related cases. If that is the price they are willing to pay, then the profit they are making off of the controversial drug must be incredible.
County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.